Ladies and gentlemen, the long wait is finally over. After over a month since the last regular season event in Baltimore and San Diego on Christmas Day, MTWS is back for our not one, but two postseason events. The Runners-Up Cup and the 2022 Championship. But the 2022 Championship is next week. Tonight is the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. Here tonight, as we are back in Glendale for the first time since the 2020 Championship, back on December 5th of 2020. This is the first Runners-Up Cup since 2015. Only the second time it's not been done in Vegas since the first one was done in Baltimore back in 2013. As, oh boy, we're looking for some incredible action hopefully tonight as our return in 7 years. Now, of course, even though the championship is not till next week, there actually is an important thing tonight for the championship. As tonight, after racing for the Runners-Up Cup tonight, we're going to have qualifying for the 2022 championship. Right in between it and freestyle, the qualifying matchups for the 2022 championship will happen, and then after freestyle tonight in the encore, we're going to finally see the racing bracket as we'll get ready then for next week for the racing and freestyle championship. So as we get ready for tonight, here of course is a track tonight for racing and qualifying action as we're getting ready to go in just a little bit. As of course, tonight, what are we going to be seeing in our event here? First, we'll be qualifying for the 2022 Runners-Up Cup, which the last 16 trucks that didn't make the championship will compete tonight for that title for racing and freestyle. But of course, we have to get the bracket set up first. Once the bracket's set up, we are then going to get into the 2022 Runners-Up Cup racing action and see what those 16 trucks have with almost no elite competition here racing. Let's see if someone can maybe get their first win in a long time, perhaps with a little bit easier of a challenge. Then, of course, as I said afterwards, after racing, we're going to get to qualifying action for the 2022 MTWS Championship. Once that is out of the way, we're going to tear the track down and turn around for freestyle for the Runners-Up Cup and see who will possibly get their first freestyle win ever in their life, perhaps. And then after that, we maybe have encore. I have no idea. But after that, we're going to wrap it up with looking at the 2022 MTWS Championship Racing Bracket as we get ready for next week for the championship. So, what is the field tonight? So we started off with the truck who just got last place this season, Crasher, who was also the first truck to qualify for the Runners-Up Cup. First time it's competing there as well. We'll see how it does tonight. Then up is a truck that we thought was going to maybe do good this year, but ended up having the second worst season in terms of points, and that's Night Stalker. Once again, back in the Runners-Up Cup. We'll see how it does tonight to wrap up its terrible season. Here is a surprise truck that's this late into the point stand, and that's Polar Storm. Remember, it made it to the finals in the season opener. It had a solid season in terms of racing and freestyle, but just did not get enough points, and that's why it's in the Runners-Up Cup once again. And then here is another truck that had a solid season, but just did not get enough points despite it, and that is Bone Crusher, once again in the Runners-Up Cup, hoping to do good tonight. Alright, and after that, it's War Machine, who also struggled most of the year. We'll see how it does tonight. And then up is High Flying, who's going to make its debut in the Runners-Up Cup tonight in its first season. After that strong start to the year, High Flying just did terrible. Very horrible racing record and inconsistent freestyle, and that is why instead of the championship, which I thought was going to make it, it's going to be competing in the Runners-Up Cup tonight instead. And here comes another truck that's back in the Runners-Up Cup, and that is Locomotion, who's hoping to do good tonight. Then up, Topsy Turvy, who was hoping to have a better season this year, but completely collapsed, so instead of making the championship, it's once again back in the Runners-Up Cup. And then it's Reckless Intent, who had a slow start to the year, ended up having a solid season overall with the second half of the season underway, but did not get enough points to make it, so is making the Runners-Up Cup for the first time ever. And here's a truck who debuted in the Runners-Up Cup last year, could make it to the championship this year, so is hoping to make another good run tonight, and that is Damage Control. Remember, it started off first in freestyle last year and had a really strong run. We'll see how it does tonight. And then after that, Total Chaos, who competed in the Runners-Up Cup last time, was hoping to make a championship this year, but just couldn't do it. So we'll see how it does tonight. And here's a surprising truck to make the Runners-Up Cup, and that's the Monster Razor, who's been to the championship last time out and a few times, but surprisingly, despite a near 500 racing record and a solid freestyle season, did not get enough points to make the championship. Very disappointing, so let's see how it does tonight. It could be a dark horse in racing. And then up as a truck who did make the championship also last year, but couldn't make it this time, as Prowler. We'll see how it does tonight after having a disappointing year. And then we have another truck making their Runners-Up Cup debut, and that is Daisy Chain. We'll see how it does tonight. It could be a fret in freestyle. Alright, then after that, it's Venom, who just missed out in the championship by 25 points, although it did not have the tiebreaker like our last truck. Had a solid season, especially near the end, but just couldn't make the championship, so we'll see how it does tonight. And then last up is Madness, who missed out on the championship by 25 points. If it wasn't for Crazy having a good finish in freestyle last time out in San Diego, Madness would have made the championship for the first time since 2010 in a regular season, but unfortunately for it, it fell short, so it's very disappointed and hoping to take its frustration out on this track tonight. Alright fans, as we now take a look at our qualifying matchups for tonight. So it's going to start off with Madness going up against the Monster Razor, then Daisy Chain going up against Night Stalker, Crasher going up against High Flying, War Machine going up against Damage Control, Bone Crusher going up against Reckless Intent, Total Chaos going up against Venom, Prowler going up against Topsy Turvy, and wrapping up with Polar Storm versus Locomotion. Alright, MTWS fans, as they are at the line ready to go for qualifying. Madness versus the Monster Razor. How will they do tonight? Will they hold on and keep the #1 qualifying time after they come out? We're going to be finding out very soon, as we're now about to begin qualifying for the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. As here we go, Madness versus the Monster Razor. As here we go with qualifying. Into the track they come. Here comes Madness and the Monster Razor. Let's see how they handle the turn, as both Monster Razor and Madness went a little wide right there. But here we go. They are very close, and Madness is going to get the victory, but it was still a close race. So now, for the times, and it's a 15.0446 for Madness, as the Monster Razor got a 15.1124, as Madness right now with a 15.0446 is our #1 qualifier. Alright, so now up to take on that time, as next up is going to be Daisy Chain going up against Night Stalker. So let's see, could they take on Madness's 15.0446? We're about to find out. And here we go, Daisy Chain and Night Stalker, as here they come out onto the track. Looked like Daisy Chain was a little bit wobbly coming into the turn, as here we go. Oh, Night Stalker's very wide. Daisy Chain had a sharp turn right here. As here we go over the top. Oh, Daisy Chain hit the side of the dumpster, the Jersey wall, as Daisy Chain's going to get the win. So here come the times, as Daisy Chain got a 15.0125. That is our new #1 qualifying time, as Night Stalker got a 15.4156, which is last place right now. So rip Night Stalker, but Daisy Chain right now is our new #1 qualifier. Alright, so now our next up is Crasher going up against High Flying, as we'll see what these two have to take on Daisy Chain's new #1 qualifying time. And here we go with more qualifying action, High Flying and Crasher, as here they come down the track. Ooh, High Flying hit the side of the hill a little bit as we go into the turn right here. Oh, High Flying is going to go over! High Flying flipped into the wall right there, could not handle the turn, as Crasher's going to get the win, as High Flying is going to get a DNF. Oh, man, horrible finish right there for High Flying, his first time in the Runners-Up Cup. So anyways, High Flying, of course, got a DNF. Crasher, however, got a 15.0986, which I believe is third place right now, but still not enough to take on Daisy Chain. But man, what an unfortunate pass right there for High Flying. Alright, as we continue on with more qualifying action, as next up is War Machine getting ready to go up against Damage Control. So let's continue on with more qualifying action. As here we go into Thunder Alley, as looks like Damage Control has a slight lead. Oh, Damage Control hit the side of the hill right there, and that's going to hurt. As here we go, War Machine going very wide though. As here we go for the final jump, and Damage Control, despite screwing up, hitting that hill, is going to get the win nonetheless. But now for the times, as here they come, it's a 15.1122 for War Machine, and Damage Control got a 15.0159, as that just barely misses out on number 2 Qualifier. Wow, Damage Control is number 2 in qualifying right now, just behind Daisy Chain. Despite the screw up, it almost got number 1. Wow, insane. Alright, now up as we continue our more qualifying action, as it's going to be Bone Crusher going up against the Runners-Up Cup rookie, Reckless Intent. Let's see if any of these trucks can take on Daisy Chain's time. As here we go with more qualifying action, as down straightaway they go, as Reckless Intent hit the side of the hill, but here we go into the turn, as they both took really good turns. Oh, maybe this could be some good times right here. Bone Crusher hit the side of the hill, and Bone Crusher visually crossed first right there. What a race that was. As we now wait for the times, as Bone Crusher got a 15.0326. Meanwhile, Reckless Intent got a 14.9479. Reckless Intent, despite visually crossing last, got the number 1 qualifying time. How about that for Reckless Intent, as is our new number 1 qualifier despite coming across last. Alright, as we continue on with more qualifying action, as we continue on with now up Total Chaos going up against Venom. Could they take on Reckless Intent's time, the only truck that's gotten under 15 seconds, as we're about to find out. And here they come, Venom and Total Chaos. As down the straightaway they go, looking good right there. As here we go into the turns. As both trucks looking good right here. As Total Chaos is in trouble. Total Chaos gonna win, but Total Chaos in trouble. Flip it over and still flip it before finally coming to a rest right there. Oh my goodness, what a finish that was, as Total Chaos flipped over. That's the second flip we've had in qualifying tonight. So the times are now coming in, as it is going to be Total Chaos getting a 15.1056, as Venom got a 15.1135, as Venom just barely got edged out by Total Chaos, who flipped at the end. Unfortunate for Total Chaos, but it won the race, but not a good qualifying time either way. Alright, so we're getting closer to wrapping up qualifying, as we got probably our biggest matchup of qualifying, as it's going to be Prowler going up against Topsy Turvy. Two solid racers. We'll see how they do. Could they take on Reckless Intent's time? And they're off. Total Chaos between Topsy Turvy and Prowler. Dead even coming onto the track. See how they handle the turns right here. As it looked like Topsy Turvy did not have a good pass, as Venom's going to easily get the win. As we'll see if that's a good time, but Topsy Turvy did not have a good pass. Alright, so here come the times, as Prowler got a 14.9312, as that just edges out Reckless Intent for a new number 1 qualifier. Prowler has done it. New number 1 qualifier, as Topsy Turvy got 15.4346, which I believe is second to last, only behind, of course, High Flying. But Prowler, with one more race left, is our number 1 qualifier. Alright, now last up for qualifying, Polar Storm going up against Locomotion. How funny to remember, Polar Storm got the number 1 qualifier for the first event of the season, Detroit. Let's see, maybe it can pull it off right here. As we'll see, if will these two trucks get number 1 qualifier, or will it be Prowler holding on for it? As here we go, our final qualifying matchup. As here we go, our final qualifying matchup, Locomotion, Polar Storm. As here they come out on the track. Looked like Locomotion had the slight lead. As here we go into the turns. And what a very dominant turn Locomotion did right there. Polar Storm went a little wide, as Locomotion's going to get the easy victory. But now the question is, will it be enough to take on the number 1 time? Prowler, of course, has the number 1 time at 14.9312. As here come the times. Polar Storm got a 15.2664. It's going to be near the back of the pack. Locomotion, meanwhile, got a 14.8477. Locomotion has done it. Locomotion is our number 1 qualifier here in the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. What a wild night it was for qualifying, as here are the results. As you see, Locomotion, how about that? Got the number 1 qualifier with a 14.8477, and Prowler got second place with a 14.9312. Reckless Intent got a 14.9479. Daisy Chain 15.0125, Damage Control 15.0159, Bone Crusher 15.0326, Madness with 15.0446, and I think that might be, no, I think there's one more, 15.0986 for Crasher. Now I think we're halfway through. And the other side, Total Chaos with a 15.1056, War Machine with a 15.1122, the Monster Razor with a 15.1124, Venom with a 15.1135, Polar Storm with a 15.2664, Night Stalker with a 15.4156, Topsy Turvy with 15.4346, and finally wrap it up, High Flying, who flipped and his run got DNF. And those are the times for qualifying. But now, what is the bracket going to be for tonight? Well, here it is. And here it is, the bracket for the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup. As tonight's going to start off with Locomotion going up against High Flying. Then it'll be Crasher going up against Total Chaos. Venom going up against Damage Control. And then Daisy Chain going up against Polar Storm. Then the second half of the bracket is going to be Reckless Intent versus Night Stalker. Bone Crusher going up against the Monster Razor. Madness versus War Machine. And then wrap it up with Prowler going up against Topsy Turvy. Alright, MTWS fans, they are at the line, getting ready to go for round 1 racing for the Runners-Up Cup. As Locomotion, our #1 qualifier, getting ready to take on High Flying, who for the first time since the 2021 Denver event, we finally have damaged trucks in the event. Nice to see this finally again. So, with Locomotion getting #1 qualifier for the first time ever, will it go all the way to win its first racing win? Or will High Flying get its first racing win? Or will any of the other 14 trucks out here get the win? Of course, Shatter's not here, so we're not going to get that repeating for the racing win. So, let's get this event underway with round 1 action. Locomotion versus High Flying. And here we go, MTWS fans. Time to start racing as Locomotion and High Flying are coming out on the track. Here we go, into the turn. High Flying very wide, but at least didn't flip over right there. Locomotion still has the lead in a close race. Oh, careful, Locomotion in trouble. Nice save as Locomotion is going to get the victory and move on to round 2. Alright, after that exciting race, it's time to continue on as next up is Crasher going up against the other truck that flipped over earlier in qualifying, and that is Topsy Turvy, who will win to take on Locomotion. As here we go, coming into Thunder Alley, as they are dead even, looks like. Oh, looks like Crasher's a little wobbly right here, but here we go into the turn. What a great turn by Total Chaos. Crasher trying to hang in there. Ooh, Crasher hit the side of the hill, but it's not going to matter, as Total Chaos, despite flipping in right qualifying, is moving on to round 2. Alright, now a matchup between trucks that didn't flip over tonight so far. As up next is Damage Control, getting ready to take on Venom. As here we go, coming into the track, as looks like Venom has the big lead right now. But here we go into the turn, as, oh, Damage Control didn't seem to have like a good turn there. A little bit off the side right there, but Venom didn't have a really good lap either, but Venom's going to get the win still. Careful, Damage Control coming down, as Venom is moving on to round 2. Alright, so we're now nearing the first half of round 1 over, as next up is Daisy Chain, getting ready to take on Polar Storm. Let's see how these two do. Remember, Daisy Chains make its debut in a runners-up couple. Oh, Polar Storm in trouble. Oh, Polar Storm in trouble right there. Hits the wall and everything. Oh my, what a horrible pass right there for Polar Storm. Daisy Chain not really doing so much better, but is going to get the win. Oh my, Polar Storm was in trouble all the way coming out of Thunder Alley. And that's going to cost it. Oh man, what an ugly race that was for Polar Storm, as Daisy Chain is going on to round 2. Alright, we're now halfway through round 1 with some exciting action. But it's now to do the second half, as Runner-Ups Cup rookie Reckless Intent getting ready to take on Night Stalker. Alright, so Reckless Intent had a strong finish near the end of the year, but let's see how it does tonight without any All-Stars in the way. Here we go into the turn, as a nice turn by Reckless Intent, as Night Stalker trying to make the comeback, but not going to matter. As Reckless Intent, ooh, Night Stalker had a nosedive coming down, but Reckless Intent is going to get the victory to move on to round 2. Alright, now to continue on with more round 1 action. As next up is Bone Crusher going up against the Monster Raiser, who is a major threat possibly tonight in racing. So let's get back to some more racing action. As there they go, the Monster Raiser and Bone Crusher. Down Thunder Alley. Look like Bone Crusher might have had a slight lead as here we go into the turn though. But I don't think the Monster Raiser had as good of a turn. And the Bone Crusher is going to pull off an upset. Oh, Bone Crusher getting a stop right there. Not a good idea. What a save right there. That was not a smart move. But what an upset that was as the Monster Raiser is done. Eliminated already. And Bone Crusher is moving on to round 2. What an upset. My oh my, what an upset that was. As now they continue on with more round 1 action. As it's Madness getting ready to take on War Machine. And here we go. Madness and War Machine. Coming into Thunder Alley. As War Machine has the lead. Let's see how they handle the turn though. As, War Machine spun out! And it's going to be all Madness as War Machine blew ahead a big lead as Madness is going to get the victory. Tough right there for War Machine. Alright, here we go. Our final matchup of round 1 as it's going to be the big matchup. This is a matchup between 2 trucks that could be a major threat tonight in racing, and one of them is going to be already eliminated. Prowler going up against Topsy Turvy. So here we go. And here we go, the final race of round 1. Prowler and Topsy Turvy. As Topsy Turvy has the lead. See how they handle the turn right there. As nice turn for both trucks right there. But Topsy Turvy on 2 wheels and it's going to go over. Prowler's going to win as Topsy Turvy flipped over, hit the Jersey wall. Going down the straightaway, didn't line up, got caught on 2 wheels and flipped over. Oh my, what a flip right there. As Topsy Turvy is done in racing as Prowler is going to get the victory. Alright, after that wild round 1, that's done with as we're now heading to round 2. As we're going to start off with Locomotion going up against Total Chaos, then Venom going up against Daisy Chain. After that, it's going to be Reckless Intent going up against Bone Crusher, maybe the match of round 2. Followed by wrapping up with Madness going up against Prowler, another possible matchup of round 2. But let's continue on. Alright, so now we're getting ready for round 2. As it's going to start off with Locomotion getting ready to take on Total Chaos. It's very rare that either of these trucks made it to the semifinals, I think. I don't know if any of them made it to the semifinals before, but one of them is going to. So let's get ready for round 2 action. Locomotion versus Total Chaos. As here we go for more round 2 action. Locomotion, Total Chaos. As here we go into the turn, see how they handle it. As, I think a little Locomotion, a little bit in trouble right there. Total Chaos had a much better turn, and Total Chaos is going to beat Locomotion. Total Chaos is moving on to the semifinals. For the first time ever, too, Total Chaos is in the semifinals. Off to an awesome start tonight for Total Chaos. Alright, so now up is Venom getting ready to take on Daisy Chain, who will be moving on to the semifinals. Here we go, Venom versus Daisy Chain. Daisy Chain a little wobbly, I see. Daisy Chain hit the side hill and in trouble. Trying to go into the turn sharp. Venom did not have a good turn really either. Daisy Chain's all over the place and Venom's going to get the victory. Venom in trouble. Still on 2 wheels. Gonna save it. Venom has won it. Back in the semifinals for the first time since Foxborough back on November 13th. Alright, so one half of the bracket set. Now for the other side of the bracket as up first. Alright, so we are down to like our few good racers possibly left. As next up is Reckless Intent and Bone Crusher. One of these two is only going to make it onto the semifinals. Which one of them will it be though? And they are off. Reckless Intent and Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher like had the slight lead coming in from Thunder Alley, but here we go into the turns. As a great turn by Reckless Intent, Bone Crusher screw up a little bit at the end. Hit the side hill, cross it over, and Reckless Intent is going to get the victory. And for only the 3rd time ever, Reckless Intent is in the semifinals. For the first time too since December 18th in New Orleans. Alright fans, we're down to our final race of round 2. Who will it be moving on? Madness going up against Prowler. As here we go, Madness and Prowler to wrap up round 2. As here we go, they're dead even down Thunder Alley. Here we go, into the turn. Dominant turn by Madness and Prowler a little bit off the side right there. And Madness is going to get it. Madness is going to win. Oh, Prowler's in trouble on 2 wheels and going to save right there. Oh my, that was close. And Madness has won. Madness is in the semifinals for the first time since December 4th in Bromby-Vester. Alright then, after 2 rounds of racing, we're now down to our semifinals, our final 4 competitors. As it's going to start off with Venom taking on Total Chaos, and then it's going to wrap it up with Reckless Intent going up against Madness. Alright fans, it's time for our first match of the semifinals. Who is going to make it here? This is a big race for both of them, as Total Chaos getting ready to go up against Venom. So it's time to begin semifinals action. Here they come, fans. Into Thunder Alley they go. Venom and Total Chaos. Venom has the lead though. Let's see how they handle the turn though. Anything can happen. As Total Chaos spun out. Total Chaos is gonna spin out, and Venom's gonna get it. Venom is gonna get the easy victory after Total Chaos spun out right there. What a disastrous pass for Total Chaos. And with this, Venom is in the finals for only the 2nd time ever in its existence. For the first time since Seattle on October 18th, 2015. Well, we got 1 competitor decided, but now it's time to decide who will Venom face in the finals. As here we go with Reckless Intent going up against Madness. And they are off. As here we go for our final semifinals matchup. As they are dead even. Oh, Reckless Intent hit the side of the hill right there. As here we go into the final turn. Madness took a really hard turn right there. As here we go to the final jump. Oh, Reckless Intent's in trouble. And went off the side. And that was a close jump right there. But Madness crossed first. Oh man, if Reckless Intent didn't screw out, it could have had it. But Madness has won. And Madness is in the finals for the first time since November 1st, 2015, all the way back in Detroit. Oh boy, MTWS fans, it's now come down to this. The finals for the 4th ever Runners-Up Cup. Oh boy, what an interesting matchup this is going to be. As we're looking at 2 trucks that are about to end a very long racing drought coming up. So, MTWS fans, are you ready for the 4th ever Runners-Up Cup Finals? But of course, before we can do that, we need to introduce our competitors. Representing the right lane is in the finals for first time in a long time, 2015. Beat Damage Control in round 1. Beat Daisy Chain in round 2. And then beat Total Chaos in the semifinals who choked. Trying to win racing for the first time ever. Please give a big round of applause to Venom! And then in the other lane is another truck that's in the finals for the first time in a long time. It beat War Machine in round 1, Prowler in round 2, and then Reckless Intent in the semifinals. Trying to win racing for the first time in over a decade. Give a big round of applause to Madness! Well, MTWS fans, it's come down to this. It's time for the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup Finals. Let's go back and think of some history. 2012, the very first one. Blood Rage beats Crusher. And then in 2014, it would be Flying Falcon edging out the Monster Razor. And then last time in 2015, it was Shatter beating Destroyer. And now tonight, it's going to be Venom going up against Madness. Which one of these trucks is going to get it, fans? Are you ready for the finals? Let's get started. Venom versus Madness. And here we go for the finals. Venom versus Madness. As here we go down Thunder Alley. Looks like Madness has a slight lead. But here we go into the turn. As well, Venom started to lift up a little bit. And Madness is trying to make the comeback. Here we go. And it's a photo finish. It's a photo finish. What a race that was. A photo finish. But Who won it? Oh my, that was close. Oh my god, that was a close race as we got the replay. Now to find out who crossed first. As here we go, as we see, coming up to the jump. And looks like Madness hit first. And here we go. And it's Madness. Madness has won it. Madness has won racing. Madness has won racing for the first time since September 12th, 2010 in its near bankrupt event in Toronto. Wow, Madness has won only its second race in its 12-year existence, and in another long drought in MTWS. Oh man, what a happy feeling right now for Madness. 12 years of waiting, and no pressure this time too to make the championship, not go bankrupt like it did 12 years ago. This was just for the enjoyment, and it is celebrating right now. Madness is your racing winner here tonight. He's going to go up the hills, and careful, you don't want to flip over, as Madness is going off and having an awesome run so far. For its encore, is going to go up that tabletop, and now going to go right in the middle of the logo, and is going to park right on top. Congratulations, Madness, for being the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup Racing winner. Wow, what a night's been so far, MTWS fans. So, Madness wins the Runners-Up Cup Racing win, but we still got freestyle to go. But of course, before we get to that, we gotta get to another big thing in between racing and freestyle, and that is qualifying for the 2022 MTWS Championship. Perfect timing too. While we tear down the track to get it ready for freestyle, we're gonna get qualifying underway for the championship next week. So let's continue on with this event. Well, MTWS fans, it is now time, with racing over and Madness winning racing here in the Runners-Up Cup. It's now time to determine the seedings for the 2022 MTWS Championship with qualifying, as the trucks, instead of in the championship, regular season where they raced each other just like the Runners-Up Cup did earlier, they are racing one by one, just like how they used to do in Monster Jam's World Finals. So, the order tonight is going to start off with Flying Falcon, then Stinger, Crusher, Shatter, Fireball, Nitro, Impala, Crazy, Power Forward, Crush and Run, Eruption, Outrage, Outlaw, Predator, Destroyer, Ye Plunderer, Shadowrun, Patriot, Blood Rage, Wild Ride, defending race champion, Thunderbolt, Bling, and wrapping up with Crazy Bull. How Finn, Truck and Struggle all year is going to wrap up qualifying. Alright fans, we're getting ready to go for qualifying, as we're in the back waiting for Flying Falcon. As here comes Flying Falcon out onto the track through Thunder Alley. Onto the track. Ooh, slid out a little bit right there for Flying Falcon. That's not going to probably be a good time. It's taking the spin right there. Here we go. Up and over the tabletop. And there we go. As Flying Falcon, after a terrible pass right there, coming out Thunder Alley. Not looking really that good right there. As we're waiting for the time for Flying Falcon. As having a hard time getting everything all set up. And of course, Notepad's being a dick. Here we go, finally. So, Flying Falcon's going to start off tonight with a 15.1476. That is our number one qualifying time right now, 15.1476. Alright, now, next up is Stinger. As we're just waiting for Stinger to get ready to go for qualifying. 15.1476 is the time that Flying Falcon just laid down. And we're going to see what's got in a moment. Alright, now, we are now ready to go for Stinger. As here comes Stinger. Through Thunder Alley. Down the straightaway here. Here it goes into the turn though. Taking a little bit wide right there. As now going to go up and over that hill. As there we go. As Stinger completed its pass. And now the time's in a 15.113. Stinger is our new #1 qualifier with a 15.113. Alright, good job for Stinger, our new #1 qualifiers. We're now next up is Crusher. Alright, Crusher getting ready to go. Time to beat 15.113 by Stinger. Already 2 trucks in. And now here comes Crusher. Coming into the stadium. Perfect angle right here. It's taking a turn very sharp. Nice turn right there, but didn't seem to have a lot of speed though. But here we go. Gonna go up and over the jump. As nice air got. As finally coming to a stop. Alright, we're looking at the times for Crusher. And the time's in. It's a 14.8961 for Crusher, as that is our new #1 qualifier, which is up there with some of the fastest times we had earlier today in qualifying and the Runners-Up Cup. So, yeah, good job for Crusher. That #1 qualifier, and that might last for a while. Alright, we had some solid racers to start off with, but now it's time for the actual elite drivers. The elite trucks for racing. As up first is Shatter, who, remember, missed the 2015 championship and had to do the Runners-Up Cup instead, and won race in that event. So we'll see how it does here in its first return to the championship after 7 years in terms of points standings. As we're just waiting for Stinger. We have Shatter. Alright now. Alright, now to continue on with more qualifying actions. Here comes Shatter, our first elite All-Star Racing truck coming up. Did not do so well in Baltimore last month. We'll see how it does here. Taking a turn kind of like how Crusher did, but a lot faster. So that seems to be the strategy tonight. As up and over the hill, nice air. Maybe a good time for Shatter as we wait for the results. Alright, Shatter. And Shatter is going to get a 14.9106, as that is second place in qualifying right now, as Crusher is #2. That is unfortunate for Shatter, as it wasn't enough, but got it there. As next up is a truck that's been doing very dominant all season. We'll see how it does here. Fireball. Fireball has the most racing wins this season, remember. 31 wins. And also, I believe, it was Nitro who won racing in San Diego last time we were there. But Fireball has never won a racing title. It's only made it to the semifinals one time in 2014. So it wants to get a good qualifying time tonight. Alright, MTWS fans, Fireball is ready to go, as here it comes. Through Thunder Alley. Cutting really sharp right there. That was kind of risky. Uh-oh, hit the side of the hill right there. That could be trouble. Gonna go up and over it. And nice landing. That's sliding out right there. We'll see. Will that bobble screw up Fireball is the question. As we wait the results. Alright, the time's in for Fireball. It's a 14.8289. Fireball is now our #1 qualifier. How about that? Fireball is now #1, as Crusher is now #2. And remember, top 8 qualifiers get a bye straight into round 2, as they had to wait for their opponent, as we're already 5 trucks in. We'll see how long it'll be before we see who will get knocked out or not. But right now, Fireball is #1 qualifier. And next up is Nitro, the truck who's been on a roll these last 2 events we've seen. And remember, was the racing champion of 2010 and was #1 qualifier in 2010 and 2020. It's one of only 2 trucks that's had #1 qualifier multiple times in the championship. The only other truck was Eruption, who got it in 2012 and 14. So we'll see, could Nitro make history, join Eruption as the only truck to make back-to-back #1 qualifying times, and be the first truck ever to get #1 qualifier 3 times. Never happened before. As here comes Nitro. Let's see if he can keep up the momentum from earlier in the year. Again, cutting it really sharp right there. That seems to be the strategy the truck's figured out. And it's going to go up and over the hill with some nice air. And it's finally going to come to a stop. Alright, as we wait for the times for Nitro. 14.8289 is time to beat from Fireball. And the times are now in. A 14.6431. Nitro has done it. #1 qualifier again for the moment, as it blows into the lead with a 14.6431. What a dominant run there by Nitro as our new #1 qualifier. And now up is a truck that swept back on Christmas Day, and that's Impala, who, remember, was the 2011 racing runner-up. So Impala can be a threat in racing, everything goes right. But it's going to have a tough time beating that time that Nitro just laid down, because Nitro looked dominant in that turn. As we're just waiting for Impala to get ready to go to take on that time by Nitro. As here comes Impala. Alright, nice turn for Impala. That's going to line up right for that hill. And there we go, some nice air. And it's coming to a stop almost underneath the red zone banner. Alright, we wait for the results. 14.6431 is the time to beat that Nitro lay down. Alright, the time's in. It's a 14.6786. That is #2. So 16.6 right now is the time to beat in that range, as Nitro's #1, Impala is #2. Alright, good times for both of them, as now, I believe with this truck we'll finally be 8 trucks in, which would be a further way through qualifying, plus, after that we're going to see trucks being knocked off into round 1, as next up is Crazy. Crazy is not a good racer, but it's made to the semifinals in the championship in 2009. And it's been solid qualifier most of the season, and a solid racer somewhat, has a near 500 record. But we'll see, because Crazy still is not really that good of a racer. We'll see how it does, as here comes Crazy. Down Thunder Alley into the turn. As Crazy's going to go very wide, and oh, Crazy is going to spin out right there. How about that? Oh, on 2 wheels, managed to save it, as Crazy's going to get a horrible time. As unfortunately, Crazy went back to like its normal self, unfortunately. As we're waiting for the times for Crazy. Alright, time's in. It's a 17.0061 for Crazy. That is last place right now. Alright, next up is a former racing champion, Power Forward, the racing champion of 2011, hoping to get title #2 this season. As we'll see how it does in qualifying. As I believe we're now a third of the way through qualifying. And the results have been very interesting, as Nitro's #1 qualifier and Impala's #2. But we'll see if that lasts. Let's see if Power Forward can knock it off. Alright, here comes Power Forward. Really close to the wall. Hit the side of the hill, and then hit the Jersey wall right there! In trouble! Saved it! Oh my! That unfortunately was a disaster right there for Power Forward. Oh man, hit the side of the hill, and then hit the Jersey wall, got on two wheels, and almost went over. That's not good for Power Forward. Our first major screw-up of tonight's qualifying results for an elite driver. As the time's now in, it's a 15.1608 for Power Forward, which is not good. That's going to put it second to last, only behind Crazy. Wow. Power Forward got to start in round 1 tonight, and it's going to have probably a massive change in the bracket. Oh man, that's not good. As next up is the 2014 Racing Champion, Crush and Run. We'll see how Crush and Run does tonight. Last time it competed in the regular season as a champion, 2015, it made it to the semifinals in the championship. It made it to the semifinals 3 times back-to-back times from 2012 to 2015. We'll see if it can beat the #1 qualifier that Nitro just laid down. As Crush and Run is now ready to go. As here comes Crush and Run. Give me a challenge, stopping at the right times as we see. Oh, I think Crush and Run. Oh, Crush and Run struggled too. Crush and Run struggled the hill on 2 wheels and gonna go over it. Oh my! Crush and Run had a horrible pass. That's a very rare sight for Crush and Run. Don't think it even happened in the championship before. As these trucks are trying so aggressively now to get the perfect turn to have any chance to beat Nitro, and it looks like they're either turning too early or too late. So it's very difficult to line up correctly. So now time's in. It's a 15.3925 for Crush and Run, which is now second to last behind Crazy, as Power Forward's now third to last. Wow, 2 straight elite racers having horrible times because they're desperately aggressively trying to get Nitro's time, and it seems like Nitro and Impala got perfectly set. You gotta get like the ultimate perfect turn set up, and right now it's only those 2 that got it figured out. Alright, next up is a truck who was the only other truck to get the qualifier, #1 qualifier multiple times, and that is Eruption. The #1 qualifier from 2012 to 2014. 2009 was Thunderbolt. 2010 was Nitro. 2011 was Blood Rage. 2012 to 2014 was Eruption. 2015 was Outlaw, and then 2020 was Nitro. And right now Nitro's #1 again. We'll see if it lasts. As now, all right. So now here comes Eruption. And now, here we go into the turn. And it's going to go line up right for that hill. Got some nice air, as hopefully we'll see if it's a good time as we wait for the results. Alright, 14. The time for Eruption, 14.927. Which looks like right now in the middle of the pack, so not really good for Eruption, as it's barely, I think, right now in the #1 in round 2 bye. Alright, so Eruption right in the middle of the pack as Nitro still leads. As next up, we're going to take a break from the elite races for a moment, as next up is Outrage. Outrage, of course, remember, made it to the finals back in, I think it was Tacoma, so Outrage has some finals experience, so it should not be dismissed. Alright, as we wait for Outrage. As now it's time for Outrage. Oh, Outrage a little wobbly. Almost hit the wall right there, hit the side of the hill. And Outrage is not having a really good pass right now because of all the wobble it had to do earlier. Gonna hit the side of the hill right there. And then gonna cross over right there at an odd angle. That was a horrible pass that Outrage did. It was just wobbly from the entire way through and was never able to get straightened out. Alright, so Outrage got a 15.9086, which is now second to last behind only Crazy. Of course, that at least is expected since Outrage is not really that good, whereas Power Forward and Crush Run aren't. And now, oh boy, up next is a truck that would like to join Nitro and Eruption as the truck with multiple #1 qualifiers. And that is the 3-time racing champion of MTWS, Outlaw. Trying to get #1 qualifier for a second time ever. And I'm hoping that will be enough to get its 4th racing title. Now here's some history for all of you who don't know. In MTWS, #1 qualifier for a championship, it's either, in every case except 2014 without Eruption and 2020 with Nitro, either they would get whoever got #1 qualifier would either go all the way to win the championship or go one and done in racing. Eruption 2014 and Nitro last time were the only ones that ever break that streak. So we'll see if that happens this year too, as we are getting ready to go for Outlaw. As here comes our multi-time racing champion. Really cutting it sharp right there. And it's going to cut this corner really, really sharp. But that was a bad hit right there. Not good. As up and over that hill, not a good pass, unfortunately, for Outlaws. Tried to cut too sharp into that turn, and that cost it dearly, probably. Like, it's all about getting it lined up perfectly. It's very difficult to see, even for the elite trucks. As so far, no one's gotten close to Nitro or Impala's time, as apparently they got just perfectly. So time's in for Outlaw, which is a 15.0679. Just managed to salvage it, but that's not a good time. In fact, I think that's almost close to being into round 1. Wow. Tough to beat, apparently, so far tonight. Alright. I think we're now past the halfway mark, as next up is going to be Predator. As remember, Predator won racing back in Houston 3 months ago, almost. We'll see what's got out here. Don't think it's going to be really a threat to take on Nitro's time. But you never know. Predator did do it back in 2000 in Houston, where it got #1 qualifier and it won racing. So anything can happen. Alright. Here comes Predator. Flip the side of the hill. And Predator is going to go very wide. Almost started to lift up multiple times right there. That was a horrible pass. Here we go up and over the hill. Nose diving. Held on. And it's going to go almost under the red zone thing completely. Horrible pass there for Predator. And almost nosedived it. Alright. So Predator got a 15.6892, which is 3rd to last right now. Okay. So now next up is Destroyer. Alright. Destroyer, of course, made to finals multiple times, I think, this season. I remember was the first truck to win race. No, it wasn't the first truck to win racing on YouTube. It was the first to win freestyle, I think. But anyways, we're getting ready for Destroyer now. Who didn't make the championship in 2015, but did this time just barely sneaking in. Alright, here comes Destroyer. Oh, a little bit off the side coming into the turn. I mean, coming into Thunder Alley. And a horrible pass for Destroyer. as not used to this track apparently. As going to go up and over that hill and odd angle on two wheels, managed to save it, but that was a bad pass that Destroyer got. Alright, the times are in. And it's a 16.075 for Destroyer, which is second to last. Not looking really good right there. As now next up is going to be Ye Plunderer, who is in the championship for the first time since 2011 in the regular season. It's been 11 years since Ye Plunderer's been here. And we'll see what it can do here tonight. Time to beat still 14.64 something that Nitro lay down. As only Impala's the only one that gotten even close to it. Alright, it's now time for Ye Plunderer. Solid turn, but unfortunately it's not going to be too good probably. It's going to go up and over that hill. It was an okay pass, but that's not going to really cut for #1 qualifier, though. You got to really, really, really cut that corner sharp. As we wait for the time. Alright, so Ye Plunderer got 15.1001. Like about the middle of the pack, or near the bottom part of the middle pack. But it's going to be going into round 1 most likely. Alright. Now up is Shadowrun, who's debuting a new theme, remember, next week on February 4th. Can't wait to see what it's going to be, since its current theme keeps getting blocked worldwide, which is very annoying. As we're nearing the final stretch in qualifying, a few trucks left, as Nitro still is #1 qualifier. Alright, now up is Shadowrun. Shadowrun's won racing before. We'll see what's got out here. Oh, nice turn right there by Shadowrun! Oh boy! Could this be a surprise in time? Oh my! That will be interesting to see. It's 14.6431's the time that Nitro got earlier. Could that be enough maybe? Because that was a good turn Shadowrun did. That was the first really good pass in a while. Alright, the results are now in. It's a 14.8342 for Shadowrun, which I believe right now is like 4th or 5th place. How about that? Because coming up, we only got 7 trucks left, and all of them, except for Bling, are elite drivers. So we'll see. Could the qualifying bracket really start shaking up with elite trucks coming up? As next up is Patriot. Patriot, remember, is a very good racer. It has not really had any good success, though, in the championship. And more importantly, it's been horrible this season in terms of, like, racing. So many, like, one-and-dones, so many terrible qualifying passes. It's lucky that it even got, its win in Cincinnati, remember, back in October. So, Patriot, unfortunately, has a lot of pressure tonight, because it's just not doing so well. It needs to fix up really badly. Alright, as Patriot is now ready to go. Really sharp turn right there, but slowed down a lot. Will that hurt, though, is the question. Gonna go up and over that hill. It's coming to a lot right there. Alright. What time will that be? Alright, those times in. Patriot got a 14.9509. I don't know if that's going to be enough to stay in round 2 bye. That's like barely on the ledge, and it probably won't last long once the other elite truck's coming up next. And speaking of next is the 2015 runner-up for the racing title, and was #1 qualifier in 2011. And and that is Blood Rage. Blood Rage has had a really good racing season so far. Won so many racing too. Could join Eruption and Nitro's trucks with multiple racing #1 qualifiers in the championship. As Nitro's 14.6431 or whatever it is still a time to beat. As now, here comes Blood Rage. Good turn. Will it be enough? And it's going to go up and over that hill. Nice. Seemed like an okay pass, but we got to wait for the results, though. Alright. It's in now. Blood Rage got a 14.9023. Solid. Good. That might be #1. That might be a buy for right now, but no idea if that'll last. But Blood Rage 14.9023, as still no one came close to Nitro's time yet. As now up is Mad Dog. How fitting. Mad Dog, of course, is the 2009 Freestyle Champion, but it was the runner-up for the racing title in 2010, remember? And guess who it lost to? That's right, Nitro. Alright, 5 trucks left. Could Nitro hold on, do it #1 once again? 2 records it would set if it did it. Alright, but it's got to survive a truck that's been on a roll this season, especially in freestyle. Here comes Mad Dog. Good turn by Mad Dog. That was really good. And nice air that Mad Dog got. What a pass Mad Dog got. Oh, will it be enough? That was a really good time Mad Dog laid down. As we wait for the results. 14.6431 is the time to beat, and Nitro did. Alright, time's in. It's a 14.6677. Mad Dog is #2. Mad Dog finally got into the 14.6 range and is our second fastest qualifier, just edging out Impala. But not enough still to take on Nitro's time. So Nitro dodged the bullet, but Mad Dog, hey, how about that? Tonight, so far, #2. And with the last 4 trucks, we know Nitro and Mad Dog are definitely going to get a bye in round 2. It's just, are they going to hold on to their spots? And next up is a truck that we should expect to get #1 qualifier. And that is the defending racing champion, Wild Ride. Wild Ride was dominant at the start of the season, but then the second half, it's done horrible. It was like 11-3 at one point or something like that. Now it's almost like 500 record. It's been horrible in the second half of the season. So Wild Ride needs to get this momentum back, and getting a good qualifying time would really shut up all the critics going into the championship next week. Alright, let's see how the defending racing champion does. Here comes Wild Ride. Here we go. Uh-oh, I don't think that was a good turn for Wild Ride. And whoa, really close to the wall right there. They went upside a little bit. Alright, I don't think it was as good of a time it could have had, but we'll see. Still gotta wait and see its time. Alright, the time's in. Wild Ride got a 14.8855, which might be enough to still get a bye. It's cutting it close, though, but it wasn't enough to get the #1 qualifier, though. But hey, still not that bad of a time for Wild Ride, despite its screw up a little bit. Alright, now up is the defending freestyle champion, Thunderbolt, who was the #1 qualifier in the very first championship in 2009. So, Thunderbolt's been in this position before. Could it do it again and get title #3 this year? Which, if it does, it'll move second all-time for the most titles in MTWS history, still behind Outlaws 5. Alright, we're getting ready for Thunderbolt in the moment. Thunderbolt's been struggling all year, especially in qualifying early on in the year. Let's see if that can change tonight, as here comes Thunderbolt. Here comes Thunderbolt onto the track. Oh, that was a nice turn, but I think it slowed down a little bit too much. But we'll see. It's going to go up and over that hill. Nice. Alright. Good pass there for Thunderbolt. But will it be enough? Alright. Time's in for Thunderbolt, as it's a 14.9187. Which is good, but I don't think it's going to be enough to get a bye right now, unfortunately. But we'll see, as Thunderbolt did good, but not enough still to take on Thunderbolt. Alright, we're down to our final 2 trucks, and this next truck should not be a threat to Nitro, but you never know. Anything can happen. As next up is Bling. Bling just snuck into the championship, barely. And we'll see how it does here. 14.6431's the time to beat with just 2 trucks left. Could Bling somehow pull off the surprise and get it? We're going to find out, as here comes Bling. Oh, nice. Oh, it was nice at first, but then Bling spun out. Oh, it looked nice. Oh, it looked nice, but then Bling spun out. Oh, that's unfortunate for Bling. Oh, that sucks. That looked like a good turn at first, but then Bling spun out, and that really, really hurt it. Alright, so the time's in. It's a 16.9949 for Bling, just barely edging out Crazy for last place, as it's second to last. Alright, well, we know it's going to come down to 2 trucks that are going to get the #1 qualifier. Nitro is going to set some records and get #1 qualifier again, or it's going to come down to Crazy Bull. Now, Crazy Bull is a good racer, was the runner-up for the racing title in 2009, but this season it's been horrible in racing. Absolutely horrible, and just barely got into the championship. So, we'll see. Could the streak continue for Crazy Bull, or could it pull off a stunner, possibly, and get #1 qualifier? That early at the beginning of the year, that didn't seem like that big of a deal, but now that actually might be a surprise if Crazy Bull does it, because Crazy Bull's been struggling. Alright, it's come down to this. Will it be Nitro or will it be Crazy Bull? As here comes Crazy Bull to wrap up qualifying. Alright, a little bit off speed. Oh no, into the side of the hill. That's not going to be good for Crazy Bull, but managed. Oh, almost had straightened out. No, went off the side right there. Oh, had straightened out for the moment, but then also it turned to the left at the last moment, and that's going to really hurt Crazy Bull's time. Oh, the struggles continue for Crazy Bull. The truck just had to spin out like that. As Crazy Bull's hitting itself, it reminds it how it did in 2015, where it had the points championship, had all the momentum, and then it screwed up in qualifying and went one and done in racing. Alright, so time for Crazy Bull is a 15.6548, as that is a horrible, absolutely horrible time for Crazy Bull. Nitro is the 2022 MTWS Championship #1 qualifier. Oh my, how about that? As Nitro has set not 1, but 2 records. First, Nitro joins Eruption as one of 2 trucks that have the #1 qualifier back-to-back times. Eruption did it in 2012 and 14. Nitro did it in 2020 and 2022. But not only that, Nitro has just became the first ever truck to get the #1 qualifier in the championship 3 times. There was a #1 qualifier in 2010, 2020, and now 2022. Unbelievable. Nitro has done it again after struggling all year in the first half of the season. And then the last few events has been unstoppable in racing, coming in with, I believe, an 8-0 record. Massively turned around its racing success, and now it's looking like a strong contender now to win the racing title after it failed failed to do so last time out. Oh boy, this championship is going to be insane. So with that out of the way, how about we go take a look at the times for the championship as we get ready for the bracket later tonight. So here they are, the times for the 2022 championship. As Nitro, number 1 with 14.6431. Mad Dogs, number 2 with 14.6677. Impala with 14.6786. Fireball with 14.8289. Shadowrun with 14.8342. That's stunning. Wild Ride, the defending racing champion, 6 with 14.8855. Crusher, surprisingly, 7th place with 14.8961. Blood Rage, 14.9023. Those are the trucks that are going to go straight into round 1. And after that, it's Shatter with a 14.9106. Thunderbolt with a 14.9187. Eruption with a 14.927. And Patriot with a 14.9509. But that's for the first half. Now here's the second half, as it starts off with Outlaw surprisingly being 13th with a 15.0679, Ye Plunder with a 15.1001, Stinger with a 15.113, Flying Falcon with 15.1476, Power Forward with a 15.1608, Crush and Run with a 15.3925, Crazy Bull 15.5648, terrible times for those free trucks, Predator with a 15.6892, Just Outrage with a 15.9086, Destroyer with a 16.075, Bling with a 16.9949, and last place just barely missing out is Crazy with a 17.0061. And those are the qualifying times for the 2022 MTWS Championship. Nitro is the number 1 qualifier, but of course, that is for another time to see the bracket, as it's now time for Freestyle. Alright, now with the 2022 championship out of the way for the moment, it's now time to get ready for Freestyle for the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup, as there is a track. Oh boy, I cannot wait to see what these trucks are going to do, as this is a pretty big track, even for pretty much for the season too. But this is just the Runners-Up Cup. Just wait till we get to the championship next week for an even bigger track. So, oh boy, we saw Madness win Freestyle for the first, win racing for the first time in 12 years. Could we see possibly a truck win Freestyle for the first time ever? I think some of these trucks competing did win a Freestyle before it became close, but a lot of them never won a Freestyle, let alone a win ever. So who knows, we might see a first time possibly. Now that would be really nice, but of course before we begin, we gotta see the field. So here is the order for Freestyle, as it's gonna start off with Venom. The racing runner-up is going to come out first to start off Freestyle. And then it'll be Polar Storm, then Crasher, Reckless Intent, War Machine, Bone Crusher, Night Stalker, Damage Control, Prowler, Locomotion, Topsy Turvy, the Monster Razor, Madness, we got to keep our eye on who might go for the double down, High Flying, Total Chaos, and then finally wrapping up with Daisy Chain. Alright fans, that is the order. I hope you all get ready for some freestyle action now, as it's now time to begin Freestyle. Here comes Venom! And here comes Venom on the track. To start off Freestyle here tonight in the Runners-Up Cup is going to go right for the fan stack. And oh, nosedive! Nice save to get things started. After making it to the finals and falling short of winning the race. And let's see how Venom's going to do out here tonight. And our first truck out here is going to now line up right for the jammer and some big air off of it. Off to a strong start. Ooh, what a hit there for Venom. Alright, now going to go line up right for that van stack. And a beautiful hit on the cars. On top of it. Alright, so now, gonna go line up right for the box fan. Some nice air off of it. 58 seconds left. Gonna go, oh, nice air into the side of double two coming down, but held on. Venom off to a good start. As look at that, gonna go in between them, nice. And gonna get a little bit of a slap wheelie. Alright, now gonna go for the fountain. And up and over it, nice. Alright, so gonna go now line up right for that hill. As up and over it with some nice air off of it. As got a little bit of a stop. He's now going to go for the double. Up and over the the van, then over the bus. And then going to go tap the backflip wall. Turns it around. There's 19 seconds left. Slow down a lot after a strong start. Here we go for the back of the hill right there. Oh, nice wheelie. Going to land on the cars right there. And keeping that wheelie going. Beautiful sight. Good run by Venom so far. It's down to the final 6 seconds. Here we go up and over the van stack. As that will be it for regulation. We're now in bonus time is into the side of that hill. What a run so far by Venom. As here we go into a donut. Alright, now going to go back for the jammer. As nice air off of it. Coming down. Slide out. Hit the side of the hill right there. Waste a lot of time not doing something. Alright, gonna now go for the fountain. Nice air off of it. And then gonna get that wheelie. Gonna keep it going. And that hit for bonus time is gonna go for the tanker. Nice! Land on the bus right there. But of course, that hit doesn't count towards the scores. What a nice finish though for Venom. Is gonna go into a donut right there. Almost into the wall. As still going. Gonna get a big air off the back of that box fan. Though I tried to get stopped right there, but didn't quite work out. Alright, now gonna go up and over it. Nose dive and gonna get the wheelie. As Venom is still going strong into a donut right there. Before finally coming to park it. What a run by Venom to get things started tonight. Alright, MTWS fans, as we now wait for the score to get things started. What a run that was from Venom. But what will the scores be? Had a good start, but then got really slow afterwards. As we still wait on the scores. Like I said, had a good start, but then slowed down a lot. Alright, scores are now in. Alright, now scores are in. So here they come. As it's going to be a 6-6-6-5 in regulation plus 2 bonus points. Venom is going to get freestyle started with a 25. So how about that to get freestyle started with a 25? Alright, MTWS fans. Venom came out with a strong start. But now we got more trucks coming up next. And next up is Polar Storm. Alright, now here comes Polar Storm. As looks like gonna line up right for the van sack with a nice sky wheelie into the side of the hill. Oh, 2 wheels held on. Nice save. As now gonna go up the double. Here we go, gonna go up that with a nice wheelie coming down the hill. Good start for Polar Storm. Score to beat, remember, 25 by Venom. Is gonna go up the bus stack. Nice. And then gonna go for the wheelie. And then gonna line up right for the box and land on top of it too. And got another slap wheelie for the moment too. Alright, looks like gonna go now back for the van stack right here. And beautifully up and over it. And got a little bit of a power wheelie. It's going very fast into the jammer. Alright, now swing that around. And now gonna go right for the step up. Some nice air off it halfway through the run. And now going to go for the back of those cars. Uh-oh. Careful. Coming down off the side. Nice. As now Polar Storm going to line up right for the fountain. Nice air off of it too. And going to get a wheelie. And then once again going to go over the double. Awesome run so far for Polar Storm. And Now here we go, line up right for the fountain. One of the free fountains out there too, remember. Oh boy, gonna go for it sideways. How about that? Oh, nice. Beautiful hit right there. As we're now in bonus time for Polar Storm. Wow, what a move that was to get into bonus time. Up and over that hill with some big air. And gonna get the slap wheelie. Oh boy, Polar Storm gonna go for the backflip and gonna get it. Nice. And oh boy, here we go, right for the double and gonna clear it. Man, Polar Storm is going off tonight. And look at that, gonna get the stoppie. And this all still counts before it finally drop it down. What a run by Polar Storm. Oh my god, uh-oh, careful. As backs up. What a run this is. This might be up there as one of Polar Storm's best freestyles ever. This run's been insane. And now gonna go for that box fan once again. Up and over it. Nice. And now gonna go for that bus stack. Gonna land beautifully on those cars. Had a wheelie coming down. And now gonna park it right on top of the bus stack. What a unbelievable run there by Polar Storm. Now the question is, will that be enough to take the lead away from Venom with that 25 to score to beat? As we are waiting for the judges. Man, that run was insane. The backflip, the stoppie, the couple saves. Just had an aggressive run right there. As we still wait for the judges. Still waiting for the judges. All right. The scores are now in. And Venom is going to... Polar Storm is going to get a 31, 28 in regulation plus free bonus points in its highest score in freestyle ever. Oh my god, Venom, what a run, as it is our new leader by quite a bit. Wow, 2 trucks in, we already have a 31 with the lead. Unbelievable. Venom is now our new leader with a 31. But we still got plenty more trucks to go. 14 to be precise. As, man, that run was just crazy for Polar Storm. Alright, next up to take on that 31 by Polar Storm will be Crasher. Now here comes Crasher on the track. That's going to now line up right for that advance stack. It's got some nice air and nosedive to coming down. Held on is now going to go for that jammer. As let's see, Crasher going to now line up for the step up. So here we go, up and over with a nice sky wheelie. And then going to get the slap wheelie. Here we go now, going to go for the fountain. Man, that's going to be tough for Crasher to take on that 31 that Polar Storm just laid down. Sliding out a lot. Here we go now, line up for the box fan. And now going to go right for the tanker. And going to beautifully land on the cars coming down. Nice. And now, going to go up the bus stack. And over that van stack. Nice shot. Slow down a lot. Is going to go up to the box fan, hit the side of the hill, and just avoid the wall. Hit the side of the hill. 35 seconds left. Needs to pick up the pace though. Then going to go for that van stack. Got clipped by it. And got another wheelie into the side of the step up. Alright, Crasher sliding out. And of course make its debut in the Runners-Up Cup. Here we go for the fountain. Up and over it. And then gonna get a nice slap wheelie down the track. Oh, that was beautiful. Alright, final 10 seconds left or whatever. Here we go for that Van Stack. Oh, what a sky wheelie off it. Nice! Sliding out right there as we're now in bonus time. Gonna go for the fountain that side. And gonna get the slap wheelie, hit the side of the hill. Oh boy. Oh, I'm gonna go over and trying to save it, but not gonna be able to. Our first flip tonight in freestyle, and left like 15 seconds left in the clock. Unfortunate end right there for Crasher, as we now wait on the scores. Score to beat a course of 31 by Polar Storm, but unfortunately flipping too early, so that could hurt its score. But we'll see what the score is going to be. Just waiting on the judges still. Alright, so the scores are now in for Polar Storm, as it's going to be a 22. 21 regulation plus 1 bonus point, so 22 for Crasher, as that is going to be last place at the moment. But hey, still not that bad. 21 being, no, 22 I mean to be being last place. All right. So Crasher came out and tried its best in its debut, but we still got more freestyle action to come. As score to beat still remains at 31 by Polar Storm. As next up is going to be Reckless Intent. And now here comes Reckless Intent on the track. Let's see what it's going to do. Going to go right for the back of the step up. That's a nice air off of it. Got to take on that 31 by Polar Storm. It's going to line up right for the jammer. That's a nice air off of it. And finally, the first time anyone's going to go for the Van Stack that side is going to nosedive it down. And got the wheelie. Got to be careful with the red zone sign right there. Alright. So now, going to go line up right for the fountain. Nice sky wheelie off of it. And going to get the wheelie. And it's going to combo it into the double bus stack. Nice. And a wheelie coming down. Alright. So now, here we go for that bus stack right there. Look at the air off of it too. A little bit on 2 wheels on landing coming down. Lands on the box van. 42 seconds left. I think hit the wall a little bit right there. And nice air off the fountain. And now Reckless Tank gonna go into some cyclones. Nice. And then gonna tap the wall. Really should have turned that direction. And gonna go for the bus stack. And look at that! Gonna get a stoppie! Now gonna reverse up the bus stack. Beautiful. Off the side right there. Alright, now gonna go for the double. And gonna clear with a whole bunch of room to spare. Oh, and look at that! Another stoppie! Reverse it into the double! How about that for Reckless Intent? Oh my goodness! Over the Van Stack! Oh my! And now I'm gonna go back for that Van Stack. Alright, so now Reckless Intent. Oh, spinning out a little bit. Gonna go for that van. Nice sky wheelie. And couldn't get the slap wheelie going. And oh, try to go for it sideways, but it's not gonna work out, as gonna get like somewhat of a backflip off it and saved it still. That's gonna be it for the score though. But Reckless Intent still going with a nice wheelie. Man, what a run by Reckless Intent. Curious to see what the score will be. And huge sky wheelie once again off the center jump. As now, here we go. Gonna go over to the bus stack. And got a nice wheelie. And now gonna go for the tanker. Remember, none of this counts towards the score. Alright, Reckless Intent finally parking it. What a run by Reckless Intent. Got that weird ass backflip and got the couple stoppies out there. That was nice skill. Will that be enough to possibly challenge Polar Storm is the question. As we wait for the scores. Because that run was awesome. Still waiting on the score. Score to be the 31 by Polar Storm. Alright, here come the scores. As it is going to be a 28 for Reckless Intent, a 26 in regulation, plus 2 bonus points, which will put it in the second place right now. Man, what a run so far these first 4 trucks is. We're now a quarter of the way through freestyle. Reckless Intent, second place, having a good night in its debut, but it's not enough to take the lead. Alright, now we continue on with freestyle, as next on up is War Machine.
Where demon lies, I'm paralyzed, my brother's eyes are gone, and he shall be buried.
And now here comes War Machine on the track to take on that 31. As here we go, right for that bandstack hit, really hard and a beautiful crush that was. Alright, so now War Machine gonna go up that double. Which, alright, oh, nice wheelie over the double coming down. Watch out for the wall right there. Also a nice start for War Machine. Alright, now gonna go for that bus stack. That's some nice air off of it. Here we go now for the box fan as a nice sky wheelie. So far hitting everything, good momentum so far throughout the run. As looks like gonna go for the hill sideways. Here we go, up and over it. Nice. As now, 53 seconds left, gonna go for the back of the step up. Looking really good so far for War Machine, who is so hoping to make the championship this year. And got some nice air off the hill. And couldn't get the wheelie. Alright, now going to go back for the van. And look at that hit right there. Ooh, a little bit of a sidewall. 30 seconds left in the run. Up and over the box fan. Now for the tanker. Off the side with a nice sky wheelie. And look at that stoppie right there. Nice. 15 seconds left before bonus time. It's still going. And gonna cross thread it. Nice. Land on the bus. The car coming down with a wheelie too. That's the first time anyone did that tonight. So that's gonna really help the score for War Machine. And now here we go into a donut. As we're now in bonus time. But War Machine is still going strong. Uh-oh. Got caught a little bit by the van. And got the nice wheelie. Up and over the hills right there in between. And now gonna go right for the step up, some big air, but oh, watch out, coming down, hard hit. Gonna turn into a wheelie. Oh boy, here we go. In trouble. Gonna go over. And gonna save it. Nice save. And gonna hit the step in the box fan just in time. What a save. What a finish there for War Machine. Is gonna land right on the cars coming down. Oh man, what a beautiful sight that was. As now going to go into another donut. Remember, none of this counts for the score, as it's finally going to park it right there. What a run from War Machine. Good God, that was insane. Will it be enough, though, to take on the 31 by Polar Storm as we wait for the judges now? We'll see. Will it be enough? Alright, the scores are now in. And it's going to be a 30 for War Machine. A 28 in regulation plus 2 bonus points. 30, which is going to put second place 1 point short of overtaking, or tying, I mean to say, Polar Storm. Man, what a run War Machine did. That run was great, but unfortunately for it, it wasn't enough. So, with that incredible run out of the way, it's on to our next truck, Bone Crusher. Here comes Bone Crusher. Let's see how it does tonight after making it all the way to the semifinals, I believe. No, I think it was only round 2 in the Runners-Up Cup. We'll see how it does here as it's going to go line up right for that bus stack. As some big air is going to nosedive it coming down. Had actually a good season despite scoring low in the point stand. Was hoping to make the championship but didn't do it this year. And it's going to go right for the fountain. Some big air off of it. Alright. Now going to go up the double and got a nice wheelie off it. So far off to a good start with the momentum. Alright, now we'll go for the step up. It's now going to go for an advanced stack. Got caught a little bit by. It's going to nosedive it down. Careful with the red zone coming up. Alright, 54 seconds left. And it's now going to line up right for the step up. I don't know if that, I mean, not step up the hill, but still nice there nonetheless. Looking good so far for Bone Crushers. Here we go now for the bus. Up and over it. And now for the box fan. And nice sky wheelie. Oh, try to get like a little bit of skill action going, but didn't quite work out. And gonna go for the hill sideways. Nice. And just avoid the hill as 18 seconds left in regulation. And gonna hit the side of that. Now gonna go right back for the jammer. It's a big air. Look at that air off of it. Nice. Oh, sidewall it into a nice save. Nice save there by Bone Crushers. We're now in bonus time. Oh my God, what a save that was. As Bone Crusher still continuing on. Cross ran off the double. Nice. As gonna just avoid the fountain. As now gonna go over the box fan and gonna get that wheelie and then gonna go up the side of the hill, smack the, oh, hit the jammer really hard right here. Oh, in trouble, and gonna go over. Could save it. No, wait, oh, can I save it? Ah, I got the save. And by the way, that all counted towards bonus time. Ooh, hit the wall right there. As is gonna park it there with its pop tire and all that. Oh my, what a finish that was for Bone Crusher. What an awesome run that was, but will it be enough to take on that 31 that Polar Storm did? Had a lot of momentum, but also had a lot of times where it slowed down a lot too, so we'll see when the score comes up. Because, man, that save it did was sick. Alright, the scores are now in for Bone Crusher. As here they are. It's a 29 for Bone Crusher. A 27 regulation plus 2 bonus points. Crowd booing a little bit, thinking it might be too low, but that's the score for Bone Crushers. That's going to put it third place right now as Polar Storm still leads with a 31. As that is a run that's going to be tough to beat tonight. Alright. After that insane run, we got more action coming. As next up is Night Stalker. Now up is Night Stalker. As looks like gonna lap right for the one fountain right here. As gonna get some nice air off of it. As see now, gonna go line up right for that tank jammer. Nice air off of it. Very, very disappointing season Night Stalker had. Was hoping to do much better and make the championship. Couldn't do it this time around. Maybe next time, whenever it happens again. As now going to go for the van stack this side. Slow down a little bit off the side of it. Held on though. And that van's been flattened so much. Glad I put that out there. Oh, careful. Ooh, hard hit. Oh no, in trouble. Hard hit. Managed to get out of it. That was close. Man, I thought Night Stalker was in trouble there. Going to get the wheelie. Close to the walls. Final halfway through the run almost in regulation. Needs to pick up the pace, that's for sure. Alright, now going to go for the back of that hill. Oh, look at that sky wheelie coming down. Nice. Alright, looks like going to go line up right back for it now. Here we go, up and over it. And now going to go back for the double. Watch out, off the side. Oh, another bad hit on there. Oh, in trouble, going to go over. And no, not going to be able to save it right there. Left 20 seconds on the clock. Oh, that's unfortunate for Night Stalker. Oh, got bit once again. It was really pushing earlier when it managed to get that save, but right there it just was not enough. Left 20 seconds on the clock. Alright, so we wait for the scores. Alright, the scores are now in for Night Stalker. And it's just going to be a 21 for Night Stalker, which I believe puts it last place right now. Yep. And the only one to not get in the bonus time, unfortunately, is the first truck to flip early. That's very unfortunate. So a tough night for Night Stalker. But hey, we're getting close to halfway through freestyle now. As up next, to take on that 31 bipolar storm, is Damage Control. And now here comes Damage Control. See if it can take on that 31. Bipolar Storm is going to lap right for the double. Uh-oh, careful. Ooh, hard hit. And that gap is pretty small, so you don't want to floor into it. It's coming down that hill. All right, now going to go line up now for the jammer. We go right for it. Some nice air off of it. And going to get that slab wheelie. Going to keep it going. Watch out for that hill coming up. As that hill is very dangerous. It's got a nice wheelie down that hill. Very rare sight for Damage Control to come out this late, too. As now for the fountain, there's some nice air off of it. As now going to go right back for the double. Beautiful hit on the van. And then wheelie it going down. Nice. Damage Control start off freestyle. Uh-oh, careful. Not in a good spot right there. Managed to back out of it. That was dangerous to go for it sideways. But as I was trying to say, Damage Control start off the runners-up cup last time in 2015. As it's come out late, this time it's got really close to the wall. As now going for the fountain. Nice. And I'm going to get that slap wheelie. As back for the double once again. Whoa, nice. Beautiful crush in the cars. And here we go, just like in 2015, gonna go for the backflip. And then reverse it out of it, nice! Into the jammer too. Beautiful hit that was. And is now gonna go for the double. And landing on the cars coming down, as that was nice. We're now in bonus time for Damage Control. Man, what a move that was, jeez. As now, going for the fountain. As Damage Control, back for the double, and beautifully gonna land. Oh, an RR moment right there. Held on. Oh, never mind. On 2 wheels, saved it. Nice save. And gonna hit the box fan, but I don't know if it hit in time. And just gonna wheelie down that hill and still keeping that wheelie going. Smack the wall before spinning around right there. Kept that wheelie going for a little bit too long, as that's gonna end the run. What a run by Damage Control. But now, will that be enough is the question. As we wait on the judges. As of course, remember, score to beat 31, which has lasted this entire time. Can't wait to see, will it be enough, is the question on everyone's mind. Alright, the scores are now in, as it is going to be a 28 for damage control, 26 in regulation plus 2 bonus points, as there are boos in the crowd thinking that was too low. But that's the score that damage control got, a 28. Good run, but nowhere near enough. And funny enough, I think it's 1 point short where it got in 2015 in its debut. Good run, but not enough to take the lead. So, I believe we are now halfway through freestyle, as Polar Storm still leads with a 31, as War Machine's right behind with a 30, and then Bone Crusher's third with a 29. But once again, no one can take down Polar Storm's score, which is going to be pretty tough to beat, looks like, so far this evening. And now, next up, to mark the second half of freestyle, is going to be Prowler. Prowler now coming on the track to mark the second half of freestyle, as some nice air off the side of the van stack into the side of the hill. Prowler, of course, didn't make the championship. Really disappointing year, as it's once again back to the Runners-Up Cup after being back here, I believe, in 2012. As going to get the nice wheelie, as going to get the nice sky wheelie over the camper, the box van. Yeah, I was so hoping to do better this year, but ended up not being the case. It's some nice air off of that. Looking good so far. Is going to go up the double now. Across the side of the hill. Alright, so now close to the backflip wall. And here we go. Going to go for the double and going to clear it. Nice. And look at, oh, got to stop it. I had to drop it down. It was really close to the edge of flipping over. And then going to go up the hill. Nice. Coming down. And got that. Alright, so now, gonna go over that, nose dive it, gonna get the wheelie, oh boy, in trouble, gonna go over, still flipping, and no, not gonna, yeah, that was weird what happened there, left like 22 seconds on the clock, unfortunate end for Prowler, that just sucks for Prowler. Alright, we wait now for the scores for Prowler. They left quite a lot of time on the clock. Alright, the scores are now in for Prowler, as it's just a 23. 23 for Prowler. Unfortunate end to its run early, as that's the score it got. And of course, next up, as we continue on more freestyle, is Locomotion. And now, here comes Locomotion on the track. As, of course, showing off in front of the crowd, as there comes the smoke. Our #1 qualifier from racing earlier. Only was able to make it to round 2. We'll see what it does tonight, as it looks like I'm going to lap right for the bus stack to get things started, with some nice air off of it, with a bit of a nosedive. As going to go up the box van. Alright, as we'll now go line up for the center jump. And some nice air off of it. Off to a good start. As going to go for the step up. Coming down. Sliding out. Looks like going to go back for a step up this side. As floored into it with some big air. Off to a good start for Locomotion. Uh-oh. Careful inside the van. Held on. Underneath the red zone sign. Look at the air off the fountain. Nice. Uh-oh. This could be trouble. And managed to drive out of it. 38 seconds left in regulations. Locomotion is going very strong. And nice air off the bus once again. And now for the fountain. And once again, some nice air. As the clock winding down. And a rare sight, going to go for the fountain. Oh, nosedive it. Held on, got a wheelie out of it. Watch out for the wall. Coming up, tap the wall. Luckily, it was a soft hit, so nothing bad happened. Oh, and hit the wall again. And there we go, some big air off of it. And it's going to sidewall it into a skill move, into a save. Nice. As now in bonus time. Here we go, up and over to Jammer. As Locomotion is going off in freestyle. And there we go, big air off the double. As, oh boy, in a bad spot and gonna get a nice save out of it. And now for the tanker. Oh boy, gonna cross red into the double. Gonna go over and gonna save it. Or there we go, finally saved it to ramp up bonus time. What a move by Locomotion right there. Jeez. And now, what's it gonna do? Looks like gonna go for the backflip at on angle and gonna get it. Remember, that doesn't count towards the score though. As coming down. Over the fountain. Barely cleared it. And then gonna go swinging around to a donut. Oh, on 2 wheels and gonna go. Oh, wait, has a chance to save it. Still trying to save it. On 1 wheel at 1 point. Oh my goodness. Oh, and gonna save it. But remember, that doesn't count towards the score though. And gonna run over the box fan as it's finally gonna park it after an insane run. Oh my gosh. What a run that Locomotion put down. But now, will it be enough to take on that 31? That Polar Storm put down that's lasted this entire time. As we wait on the scores. Alright, the scores are now in. And it's a 32 for Locomotion, our new leader. A 30 regulation plus 2 bonus points. Locomotion has done enough to take the lead with just 6 trucks left tonight's event. Oh my gosh, what a run that Locomotion did. But now, will it last the rest of the way? That's going to be tough with 6 trucks coming up. But we must continue on freestyle as next up is Topsy Turvy. Now here comes Topsy Turvy, who's still damaged, remember, from its race and flip, and got a nice wheelie off the van stack. Is going to now go for the double. Here we go, up the side of it. Score beat, remember, that 32 that Locomotion's put down. Let's see how it does. Now going to go, oh, a little bit off the side. Big air, but watch out, the double's coming up, going to hit the side of it. Uh-oh, in trouble! Oh no, going to go over. Oh, couldn't save it! Oh my god! Couldn't pull it off! No! Oh, only filled half the run. Pain. Oh, poor Topsy Turvy. The bad land hit the side of the double and it flipped over early, only did half the run. That sucks for Topsy Turvy. As we now wait for the score now. That was the worst in terms of filling the clock, unfortunately, too. And that really, really did hurt. Alright, the scores are now in. as we go take a look at them, as it's going to be just a 16 for Topsy-Turvy, which unfortunately is going to put it last place. Very unfortunate. After we had the high score run the night so far, we now have the lowest. Well, we continue on board freestyle, as next up is the Monster Razor. Now up is the Monster Razor. Didn't do as well as it hoped to earlier in the race. Let's see how it does in freestyle. It's going to get some nice air off the fountain. Alright, so now we go. Going to go up the bus stack. I mean the double crossbred over that bus stack. Oh, a little bit on two wheels action right there. Now going to go, oh, big sky wheelie off that hill. And then going to land into the fountain. That's the first time. Oh, going to smack the wall pretty hard right there. First time anyone landed in the fountain tonight, as the Monster Razor went right for it after not having a lot of speed to clear some of the stuff. Uh-oh, watch out for the side of the bus, because that bus is grabby. Alright, now going to go for the step up, as nice air off of it. And going to sidewall it across the track. Nice skill right there for the Monster Razor. Alright, now we're going to go back for the hill. As nice air, going to nosedive it. And going to get that wheelie. And look at that! And beautiful crush with the wheelie. And finally going over the bus right there. Now that was awesome for the Monster Razor. But still needs to pick up the pace though than what Locomotion did. And big air off the side. And then going to hit the side of the box fan. And then going to go up the fountain at an odd angle. Alright, looks like gonna go for the stuff there sideways. Nice combo right there. And then gonna go for that hill sideways, as we are now in bonus time. There we go. On landing. So now we're in bonus time for the Monster Razor. He's gonna go right back for the bus. That was some big air. And then gonna go into the side of that. As the clock's winding down now. They're going to go for that van. Oh, boy. Crooked hit right there. Oh, going to go over! And not going to be able to save it, unfortunately. But not going to fill the clock, even though it says otherwise. But it was close. 3 seconds left. It's not going to really make that much of a difference. Man, what a crazy run that was by the Monster Razor. Now, will that be enough, though, is the question. Probably not. Who are we kidding? Still a good run, though, but we wait for the scores. Score beat, remember that 32 by Locomotion. Alright, the scores are now in, as here they come. As it's going to be a 26 for the Monster Razor, 25 in regulation, plus 1 bonus point. So a 26 for the Monster Razor. As it's not enough, as we still got 4 trucks left to go. And next up is our winner from racing earlier. Maybe going to go for the double down, perhaps? For the first time ever? We'll have to wait and see. As next up is Madness. And here comes Madness on the track as our racing winner for the first time in 12 years. As it is so happy. And for the first time in those 12 years, it's in double down range now. It's going to go right for that jammer. And going to get a nice wheelie. It's going to now go right for that hill. Oh boy, here we go. Splash down. Oh, 2 wheels right there. And going to save it. Oh, what a lucky save though. That was close there for Madness. Man, like it was going to be a disaster, but it held on. And it's now going to go right for the fountain and some big air off of it. And it's now going to go for the back of that jammer. As now, gonna go right back for the step up. Oh boy, uh-oh, there's gonna be trouble coming down. Ooh, hard hit right there, and managed to get the save. Got very lucky. As gonna go for the fountain now, and gonna get the slap wheelie. Just doing the same spots over and over again, it's not gonna really help your score. As some big air off the jammer. And now gonna go right for that van, which hasn't been touched in a while, I don't think. Alright, 32 seconds left in regulation. And now Madness gonna go back for the fountain. Oh, big nosedive. And then gonna go for the double, gonna land right on the bus right there. Nice. And then gonna go for the backflip since it was just right in front of it. Uh-oh, bad landing right there, and gonna go over. Not gonna be able to save it. Oh, left 12 seconds on the clock. That's probably gonna end its chances to get the double down. Man, got lucky with those 2 saves, but we'll see. Will it be enough, though? It definitely had a lot of momentum in the run. Alright, the scores are now in for Madness, and it's going to only be a 25. Kind of low. That's how it's going to keep going for the same obstacle a lot of times. As that's unfortunate for Madness, but hey, it won racing for the first time in over 12 years. It's happy with itself. But freestyles continue on with probably the best freestyler tonight that actually has a chance to win. And we'll see if it can do it. Its score to beat still at 32 by Locomotion with 3 trucks left. As here we go, our next truck up that could actually be a threat tonight in freestyle. And that is High Flying! Now here comes High Flying on the track. Its runners-up cup debut as it's still barely damaged off from its flip in qualifying. And just barely managed to avoid the clock start right there. Looks like gonna go for a double to get things started. And gonna go right for it with some big air. The biggest threat right now to Locomotion to win. Oh boy, watch out for the red zone sign. That was close. Thanks. That never happened during practice. Not getting that much air. And it's going to go right for a step up. Look at that air off it. Oh my god. That air was huge. Alright, so now going right for the step up. And nice air off of it. And now going to go right for that van stack. As now High Flying. Going to go for the fountain. And some big air off it once again. And now for the bus stack, and gonna land beautifully on the cars right there. How funny too, because this is the place where it debuted 2 years ago. And some big air once again, showing the fans what happened back in the 2020 championship. Oh wait, oh no, starting to lift up right there. Sidewall it, gonna go over it. No! Oh, that's a big break there for Locomotion. That was a tough flip right there for High Flying. It just dug into the dirt. It tried to pull it out, but it just would not do it. Oh, left 30 seconds on the clock. That's gonna sting. Oh man, because High Flying was going so good. Oh man, we wait for the scores now because man, High Flying was floored like into every single hit. But man, 30 seconds on the clock, no bonus time. That could hurt, as here come the scores, as it's only going to be a 29 for High Flying, and yep, that definitely hurt. That's like 4th place right now. High Flying was definitely putting himself into range to challenge Locomotion's lead, but Locomotion dodged a big, big bullet. As the best freestyler on this track is done, as we now get back to more freestyle action, as we're down to our final 2 trucks. And next up is the other truck that flipped over earlier tonight. And that is Topsy-Turvy, not Topsy-Turvy, Total Chaos. now here comes Total Chaos on the track. Is going to go right for that van stack and going to get the nice wheelie. Oh, a little weird turn right there. I don't think that was planned. Remember competing the runners-up cup here back in 2015. We'll see how it does tonight. It's going to go right for the double and some big air. And it's going to get that wheelie. All right, now going to go over the fountain. And it's going to go right back for it now. Here we go, up and over with some big air. And now going to go right for the step up. And swings it around. Now going to go right for that jammer. So far hitting everything at full throttle and everything. And now going to go back for that van stack that's been crushed so many times. Look at the air off it. Oh my god. Oh, nosedive. That was close to the red zone as well. That would have been a problem if it hit it. Man, Total Chaos got so lucky. And there's the big air off the step up once again. Oh, what a rebound that was. That is over the jammer. 25 seconds left. Full throttle, big air once again. And then gonna go, oh boy, gonna over-rotate right there. Oh, hard hit, crushed the rear end, but saved it still. What a save by Total Chaos, is still going into a donut. And now gonna go right for the tank, fountain, some big air. And that's it for regulation, we're now in bonus time. Uh-oh, watch out. Gonna hit the side of the bus coming down. And gonna get a corkscrew off it, nice. Got the corkscrew! How about that for Total Chaos? First time anyone did it tonight, that's gonna help. Over that hill. Gonna get the wheelie. Keeping it going across the track. But better hurry, clock wind down. And it's gonna hit that hill. Let's see what happens on the rebound. Wheelie all over the place. It still counts! Oh my god, what a hit right there! Gonna go and saved it! What a save by Total Chaos to wrap up the run! Oh my god, oh, I'm gonna go over right there, pop the tire! A very common thing for Total Chaos to do that over the last few years. But still going! Oh my god! What a run, what a finish that was! Into the side of the hill, coming up, and gonna go over! And gonna save it! But remember, none of his counts worth the run. How about this? Finished over Total Chaos. And now trying to go for the backflip. Gonna corkscrew right there. Oh, bad rebound. And gonna go over. The pop tire most likely cost it right there for Total Chaos. But oh my god, what a run that was. That was insane by Total Chaos. But now, will it be enough to take on that 32 by Locomotion? That bonus time, that finish was incredible. As we wait on the scores. Alright fans, here come the scores. And it's a 35 for Total Chaos, a 31 regulation plus an unbelievable 4 bonus points. Total Chaos, with 1 truck left, is our new leader with a 35. Oh my god. That's not even the highest score in Runners-Up Cup history, but it's like, I think, the second highest ever. Oh, what a run that was by Total Chaos. On the verge of winning its first ever freestyle. But of course, it has one more truck to be beat, and it's come down to this. Whoever wins this is going to win their very first freestyle. So that'll be interesting to see. Will it be Total Chaos, or will it be our last truck for the night? As here they come to get wrapping up the event. Here comes Daisy Chain. And here comes Daisy Chain on the track to wrap up tonight. Our final freestyle competitor is going to get a big cross-thread jump over the bus stack. First time anyone did that tonight. And Daisy Chain just went for it in its debut in the Runners-Up Cup as some big air off the bus stack. Is now going to go for that box stand with a big sky wheelie. Uh-oh, hard landing coming down. Man, that 35 is going to be tough to beat. But we'll see if Daisy Chain can do it. Big air off the fountain. And going to clear the double from the backside. Nice. Oh, started to lift up right there. Careful. And big air off the fountain the hill once again. Oh, hit the fountain right there. And cartwheeling it. No, not going to be able to save it right there. Oh, bad land. Only got half of the run done. Oh, that's a big backbreaker there for Daisy Chain. Oh, that hurts. But we wait for the score still, because who knows, anything can happen though. So we can't say anything yet, nor should anyone be celebrating until we see the scores. As we're waiting for the score to be, remember, 35 by Total Chaos. Alright, so the scores are now in. And it's going to be a 19 for Daisy Chain as it flipped too early, as it will still put up a good run. But unfortunately, that is it for it. And that means, MTWS fans, Total Chaos has won the 2022 MTWS Runners-Up Cup Freestyle. And its first ever freestyle win and first ever win ever. After 7 years, Total Chaos has finally done it with a blowout by a score of 35. I think up there is the highest scoring run ever for Total Chaos, as that run was absolutely insane. And with that, it has won its first win ever. 7 years of waiting, finally done in a dominant freestyle win. What an awesome event it was. And that's a good thing too about the Runners-Up Cup. Not only gives the trucks that didn't make the championship one final chance to have a nice event and show off to the crowd, they have a chance to win something, possibly for the first time ever. As we saw Locomotion get #1 qualifier, I believe, for the first time ever. Madness won racing for the first time in 12 years. And Total Chaos won its first freestyle in its existence. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. So here is how freestyle ended here, as Total Chaos win its first ever freestyle with a 35. How about Locomotion? #1 qualifier and second place in freestyle with a 32. Very impressive. And Polar Storm came out second and ended up finishing third tonight with a 31. Then you have War Machine with a 29. 30. Bone Crusher with 29. High Flying with a 29. Reckless Attempt with 28. Damage Control with 28. The Monster Razor 26. Venom with a 25. Madness with a 25. Prowler with a 23. Crasher 22, Night Stalker 21, Daisy Chain with 19, and last place was Topsy Turvy with a 16. So, what an impressive Runners-Up Cup this was, and I hope you all enjoyed it. But of course, there's one more thing left, and that is to see the bracket for the 2022 MTWS Championship for Racing. And, are you ready, fans? And here it is! Here is the bracket for the 2022 MTWS Racing Championship, as it's going to start off with Flying Falcon going up against Crazy, with the winner going up against the #1 qualifier, Nitro. Then it'll be a big matchup as Shatter going up against the former Racing Champion Power Forward, with the winner going to face Blood Rage in round 2. Then it'll be Patriot going up against Predator, with the winner facing Shadowrun. Then it'll be former Racing Champion Outlaw going up against Outrage, with the winner facing Fireball. Then yours will be Ye Plunderer going up against Destroyer, with whoever winning facing Impala. Then it'll be Eruption going up against Crazy Bull, with the winner going up against the defending Racing Champion Wild Ride. Oh my god. Then another big matchup as the defending Freestyle Champion Thunderbolt, who's also a good racer, going up against the former Racing Champion Crush and Run, with the winner facing Crusher in round 2. And then it'll wrap it up with Stinger versus Bling, with the winner facing Mad Dog. And then in round 2 will be Nitro going up against Flying Falcon or Crazy, Blood Rage going up against Shatter or Power Forward, Shadowrun going up against Patriot or Predator, Fireball versus Outlaw or Outrage, Impala versus Ye Plunderer or Destroyer, Wild Ride versus Eruption or Crazy Bull, Crusher versus Thunderbolt or Crush and Run. And finally, Mad Dog will face Stinger or Bling. And that is the bracket for the 2022 MTWS Championship. Well, MTWS fans, I hope you enjoyed the Runners-Up Cup, the 4th ever one done in the league. Congratulations to Locomotion by getting the #1 qualifier. Congratulations to Madness to win its first racing win since September 12th of 2010, over almost 12 and a half years ago. And of course, congratulations to Total Chaos for winning its first ever freestyle after 7 years of waiting. But that wraps up the Runners-Up Cup here, as our eyes are now set for next week, February 4th, for the 2022 MTWS Championship. Will Wild Ride defend its racing title? Will Thunderbolt defend its freestyle title? Will Nitro finally put the end to the bed with the #1 qualifier curse? And who else? Who knows? Maybe one of the other 21 other trucks will get a title. We'll have to wait and see. So remember, MTWS fans, tune your clocks and tune your calendar for February 4th for the 2022 MTWS Championship, as this is going to be sick. So see you guys then.